After 6 years and over $2,000 spent on Whoop subscriptions, I'm testing this new $99 Helio strap that claims to do everything that the Whoop does without that monthly sub. Is it the certified Whoop killer? Let's jump in and find out. What's up guys, Ryan O'Connor here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's dive right in. So this is the Amazfit Helio strap, and it does claim to pretty much do everything that the Whoop strap does. So we're gonna dive in, I'm gonna unbox, set this thing up, give you guys all of my initial impressions. I've been a long-standing Whoop member, so I have a lot of ideas, opinions about the Whoop, specifically the app, the strap, the data, longevity. We're gonna compare that with this. First, let me tell you what this claims to track and what it claims to do. Worn day and night, it captures continuous heart rate every second, providing deep health insights without the hassle of subscriptions. Biocharge trademark, energy monitoring to support recovery and peak performance, 24/7 health monitoring per second heart rate, sleep, stress, and more. 27 workout modes, including smart strength training and official High Rocks race mode. The free Zepp app for tracking nutrition, sleep, stress, and fitness progress, and up to 10 days of battery life. So obviously, this is marketed to be a direct competitor with the Whoop. No screen, you wear it 24/7, you can wear it sleeping, no problem. Long battery life, it tracks sleep, stress, has workout modes. It's gonna give some sort of what they call bioenergy, which is gonna be similar to like the strain that the Whoop gives. Mostly what I wanna know, and probably what you wanna know, is this is $99 without a subscription. This one was $360, that's with a subscription, so that's on an annual basis, okay? I would not buy the Whoop MG specifically, again, did a whole video on it here, but even the mid-tier subscription for Whoop, the Whoop Peak, is $240 a year. But for $99, can it truly do everything that the Whoop does to the accuracy, reliability, longevity? Does the app hold up? To me, I'm more of a buy nice, not twice kind of guy. And when I see something that is a quarter of the cost, claiming to do everything that another product does, that has been tested, that has been tried, I'm immediately skeptical. But let me open this thing up and let's find out. All right, so the box, it's nothing special, it's all right. Got a little damage in shipping, but hey, $99, you gotta cut corners somewhere, and that would be the spot I'd want them to, right? I don't really care about this. Just gonna rip this bad boy open. Have no regard for what's in. Okay, we got the charger. That looks okay. I can already tell it's obviously not gonna be wireless charging, so I'm gonna have to take it off to charge, which obviously the Whoop already has a +1 for that. But claiming 10 days of battery life is impressive. Yeah, you guys are not gonna love how I'm about to do this, but it's just my style, man. Just get in there. Instruction manual. Okay, that's it. So here it is in the little package. Plastic, rip it. Okay, you know, okay, on first sight, it looks all right, it looks cool. There it is directly next to the Whoop. Obviously, it's gonna be a cleaner look, but you know, it's probably first version, first type of strap that they came out with. Looks, I don't love the orange down there, but whatever, it's underneath. Okay, so it's just like a hook and loop or Velcro closure, right? So that's kind of nice. That seems like a very easy way to adjust. I mean, hoping that this will stay long-term, because obviously this can get very wet, very sweaty. It does claim to be water resistant as well, just like the Whoop. They're about the same weight, to be honest. All right, so let's put this thing on. And what I'm actually gonna have to do, so I can get that, whoops, direct comparison is, unfortunately, so I'm gonna put the Whoop where it always is, on the right hand, boom. I'm gonna take off the old Citizen, and for you guys, I'm going to wear 2 fitness straps at once. I'm gonna look like a geek for a couple months here, but you gotta do what you gotta do to compare, to really find out what's going on here. I honestly don't know. I'm imagining it goes this way. Okay, it's kind of tight. I don't even have that big of hands, but I wouldn't say that's the easiest thing to get on. it's definitely it feels much longer on my arm already. I can already tell this is a lot. I mean, I'm used to this, obviously that comes into play, but you can just tell it's way longer and I can definitely feel that. But there it is, that's the unboxing, pretty uneventful stuff. Let's jump into the app and see what that has to offer. Okay, so yeah, check me out. Double fitness tracking bro right here. One thing to note, not too big of a deal nowadays, you know, try to save plastic, save manufacturing, also save costs like we discussed. This is the charger, you guys can see that. Did not come with any cord, but it is just a USB-C, which I'm sure we all have like 50 of those by now. You do definitely have to take this off to charge it because this thing, the charger essentially goes underneath. It'll go underneath it like that. So there's really no way that you'd wear it, and also you'd have to be basically tethered to your plug, which is annoying. All right, let's check out this app. It's called the Zepp app. It is free. I have had the Whoop app for so long now, I'm gonna very quickly be able to tell you guys pros, cons, is this good, is it bad? All right, so gotta sign up, cool deal. I won't let you guys see all this, I'm just gonna do this quickly. Okay, that was super easy. I did my binding ritual because that's literally what it said. It was not a pairing request, it was binding. But I just connected it for a couple seconds to the power outlet, boom. So now we're walking through the app. First thing it's gonna tell me about is the biocharge. This is gonna be equivalent to what Whoop tracks as strain. So biocharge tracks body's energy throughout the day using data from sleep, recovery, resting heart rate, HRV, and activity. So Wake Biocharge reflects your readiness for the day. This is gonna be exactly like your recovery score from Whoop, right? And then for best results, wear your device all day, of course. Oh, I think there's more there, but I just pressed done. All right, so this looks cool. You know, it's a nice little interface. It's already 56% charged. I do appreciate that. Of course, there is an update that is available. We're not gonna do that this second. So this looks kind of like the main page, right? And this app has a lot of, oh, okay, so here's the main page. This was just the device page. Okay, now I'd imagine, screw you. This is gonna be very much your, dashboard when you wake up, or throughout the day, this is what you're gonna look at. Obviously, I just put it on, I'm not gonna have any of these metrics. So we got sleep duration, deep sleep, sleep apnea risk, that's interesting, skin temperature, exertion load training status. Okay, now this food would be cool if it can integrate with MyFitnessPal. That's the one I use, I've been using it for so long, I think since 2011. Inconsistently consistent with MyFitnessPal. So that'd be really cool. I'll look into that a little bit more. Not right now. Heart health. Okay, we got heart rate, resting heart rate, blood ox, HRV, blood glucose, blood pressure. But the fact that it has blood pressure and it's $99, no subscription, this was $360 yearly, that's good. Okay, we got steps and we got calories, stress, and then it's got my weight at the bottom, I like that. All right, so this is fine. Like I'm down with this. This feels clean, it's smooth, like the app is, I'm sliding it, see? Nice and smooth, there's no glitches. All right, it's just trying to make me update mid-video. It doesn't realize that I'm trying to film a YouTube video. But what I'm gonna do now, guys, is do my upper body day workout in this gym. Gonna be wearing the Helio, gonna be wearing the Whoop. Starting activity in the Whoop, starting activity in the Helio, see the different strains, see the different metrics, see how they work, right? And then tomorrow after a night of sleep, I'm gonna see all the data that it gets, get a real good initial impression. I can obviously compare both the sleep hours, sleep metrics on the Whoop versus this, all the things, all the juicy stuff that I know you guys wanna find out. That will be a really good initial impression for me that I wanna give to you guys. And then obviously to be like, hey, is this the Whoop killer? Is it $99, just compete with $230, right? Something that's been tried and tested in the Whoop. That will have to take place after about a month or so of actual testing. So will I be wearing these for both a month? I guess so. For you guys, I'm gonna do it. So let's do that workout and then I'll come back tomorrow and I will give you guys that update. It's tomorrow, guys, and I've been wearing both straps for about 24 hours now. So I got that upper body day in. What I'm gonna do is look at the workout data in the app for the Helio strap, and then we're gonna compare that to the Whoop, see different calories, see the metrics that it measures, right? Compare those hand in hand. Then what I'm gonna do for the first time is look at the sleep that I got last night. So we're gonna look at the dashboard that the Helio has to offer, or Helio has to offer. And then obviously we all know what the Whoop looks like. For me, it's gonna be hard to compete. The Whoop sleep dashboard, sleep accuracy, consistency. For the last 6 years, honestly, I've never really questioned it. It's one of my favorite features. I did a whole video on it. So, you know, for me, this is gonna be, I have a very high standard, high bar that this is gonna have to compete with. But with everything in this video I've been comparing, we have to take into account, this is $99, no subscription, okay? So let's dive into that workout right now. Let's see what it tried to do, what it tried to track. This was, I recorded my workout, hour and 19 minutes. Okay, it's gonna give me my average heart rate, the calories, which is, I'll touch on here in a second. There's a very big discrepancy between what the Whoop got and what the Helio got. It gives me a training load. If I try to click on it, it doesn't really do anything. And then this is where things get interesting. I did take a peek at this. So obviously the heart rate, that looks cool. And for me, yeah, that feels about right for an upper body day, 150 max, right? Shows my heart rate zones, cool. I had to set that up, no big deal. Tells me my training effect. Obviously that's just gonna be based on your heart rate mostly. There's very specific ways to measure this. This is not doing that, right? Because you'd need blood lactate. Whole other thing that obviously a fitness tracker like this is not able to measure. So this must be based on some algorithms like a lot of these metrics are. This is kind of cool. It tells me the primary muscles used and then secondary muscles used. I can tell you for sure, as you saw in some of the movements, I didn't show you every single movement I did for my workout. I did do chest. It's red, perfect. Did I do one set of quads? Absolutely not. I did not even do any, and then my little glutes on the back there are yellow. So I question the accuracy there, but I did do lats, I did do back, I did do triceps. So that's pretty good. I did do biceps. I don't know. So maybe this gets more accurate with time. This is obviously test number 1. This, you know, movement evaluation, this is cool as well. Just like the Whoop app, what I love is you can dive super deep into the metrics by hitting those little infos. So it will tell you, I'm not gonna read through all these. That's cool. I do feel like, and we'll get to this here. Okay, so overall evaluation, right? Cool deal. I think, especially with this part that you're about to see, I think this strap is almost trying to do too much, because for most people, you know, I think that should stop almost here. Like the muscles used thing, that's cool. Movement evaluation, I don't know, like continuity, come on, I don't know. It's just a little too much for me. I think they're trying to be like over the top when it could just be a little more simple and just be like, oh, boom, like I looked at this, this is good. And then this one really threw me for a loop. This is when I started looking yesterday. So it said straight arm front squats. And I was like, dude, what the hell? What is a straight, like, am I just doing a squat like this? And then I was like 60 reps. So it was actually, I have a row machine and I was doing the row, right? And that, I guess that's pretty good that it picked that up, to be honest. And then some of these other movements are my workout, or my warm up. But then you can see it's not very specific. It said I did for my dips, I was just doing push-ups, and then I didn't know what I was doing. The rep count is all over. It said I did a bench press, which I technically did. It was an incline. Obviously, I don't expect it to be like, oh, you did an incline dumbbell bench press. But you can just see it's, you know, and then yes, I did do a pull-up, but I did a lot of other moves. I did do a lat pull down. So you can see it's somewhat specific, but I would not bet on this being as accurate as you'd want it to. But we have to always, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. This is $99. The fact that it was even able to tell the difference between a pull-up and a lat pull-down, I'm impressed by that, to be honest. And then, yeah, tricep push-downs at the end. So you would think if I clicked, which I'm clicking right now, that I would be able to choose these movements, but you can just see there's too many. It would be kind of a lost cause to me to be like, go through and actually click all these again. But I'm impressed, it's cool. Okay, so let's go to the Whoop. My weightlifting activity. All right, so obviously we're all pretty used to this, right? 6.4 activity strain, that doesn't mean much to me. Shows my zone, so very clean, obviously, and then that's it. And to me, I like this better. I don't need to know what muscles I worked. I know what muscles I worked, right? And I know I didn't work my quads. But here's the huge discrepancy. 228 calories versus 616. Obviously, I was not able to measure my workout with a kilometer, but I can tell you guys that there's no way I burnt 616 calories during my upper body day. 228 sounds much more reasonable, even if that's inaccurate. That other one, there's just no way I burned 616 calories. There's also, I will give it the benefit of the doubt that just like when you get the Whoop for the first time, it's learning your heart rate, it's learning kind of the metrics for you, and you have to give it, a week or two to calibrate. So I will give it some grace on that. That's the one nitpick for the calories. The heart rates were very similar. The only thing I'd say is just, the Helio app, I feel like it does too much. So let's see what it did for sleep, because that will be another interesting thing. So we're in the sleep tab here. It's gonna tell me my sleep. Okay, last night seems like you woke up during the night, so you might feel a little sleepier than usual today. However, if it does not happen regularly, okay, cool. So it gives you like a little synopsis of your sleep. Clear that out of the way. Gives me a score for my sleep, 75, so it says I was fair. Sleep duration was 6 hours, 58. Not terrible. Okay, that's kind of cool. I clicked on it, it went to this sideways profile here, and you can see my heart rate, my respiratory rate, and then my stages of sleep. Okay, yeah, and it's kind of cut off, which is weird, but light sleep is that blue, light blue, and then deep sleep is that purple. And then obviously sleep regularity, it's not gonna know yet. So it has my deep sleep, REM sleep, awake. And then I have a little bedtime journal. Yeah, I like this, guys. That's cool. That's clean. I feel like they didn't overdo it like they did with the exercise thing. And then if I go to my overview, this is like the front page of everything. Gives me my sleep score, my biocharge, which is basically kind of like your recovery, I'd imagine. How hard can you go? Because if I go to exertion, it will kind of tell me, hey, do a low intense workout, heart rate zone of, this specific zone, and then only for 22 minutes. I've already messed that up. But I like this. This is cool. I'm impressed. So far, this has been very comfortable to wear. I've taken a shower with it twice, and it dries very quickly. So yeah, guys, honestly, I'll quickly just show you the Whoop. So it said I got 6 hours and 58 on the Helio. This one's gonna say 6 hours 30. So pretty close, 28 minutes, and we're gonna give this some credit. Obviously, it's still kind of learning everything, but I could go very in depth. We're not going to. This video is already getting kind of long. Obviously, what you can see, if I scroll down, and I've done a whole video on this. I love this stuff, right? You can get so nitpicky with your sleep on Whoop. I mean, I'm still scrolling, right? That's amazing. I love that. I love the insights that it gives. The recovery is actually almost 1 for 1, 42, and I think I was 44, okay. So that's pretty good. All right, so far, I'm gonna give you a quick 24-hour score to both of these. +1 for comfort, +1 for, the strap and everything is fine. I am still worried about the Velcro over time. Quick drying, that we're all gonna give +1 for just the overall aesthetic and wearability of this thing. 24/7, you're supposed to wear it all the time. I give it that. Obviously the Whoop, to me, is gonna win. It just looks cleaner. I like the strap better. It's thinner, it's lighter. It's also easier to kind of keep adjusted, because this, if I wanted to fine tune the little Velcro, if you guys can see, it's just, you're kind of guessing checking. I don't love that. It's fine. I got it in like a good, comfortable position right now. I don't worry about that. The -1 for me is gonna be the workout synopsis or summary. I think they're trying to do too much. +1 to Whoop for that. I feel like theirs is so clean, so good. Definitely -1 for how you have to charge this thing. You have to take it off. It only came with literally like a dime piece charger that you essentially connect under here. Didn't come with a cord, don't care about that. The point is, I almost wish a cord was just attached to it all the time, because I'm pretty good at not losing stuff, guys, and I'm already worried that that's just gonna get misplaced or my dog's gonna eat it or something. So -1 for that. Obviously the Whoop has an incredible charging, just put it on, right? You're good to go. I can walk around while it's charging. This says 10 days of battery life. I will test, I started on Thursday, July 3rd. I will be doing a full month review. Both of these guys, I'm gonna be wearing them both. I'm gonna have, you can already see, I got the tan line from the Whoop. I'm gonna have 2 stupid tan lines. And also what I'm gonna do after that month of having this, I'm gonna give this one away. I'll wash it up, get it nice and clean. Gonna do a giveaway. I'll figure out how I wanna do that or what kind of contest I wanna hold. But one of you guys can definitely win it. So be on the lookout for that. And definitely drop some comments below. Let's get the conversation started. If you have questions, obviously I'll be wearing this for a while. I can be answering them as I come across them. So ask any question you can think of about the app, about the strap, anything guys. Until next time, thank you for watching.